At the bus stop, yes, she finished gently. It's not every day someone gives up their comfort for a stranger. Especially in this world. He flushed, unsure what to say. She gestured to the chair. Sit. Let's talk about you. The interview was unlike any Ethan had ever experienced. Claire didn't ask the usual corporate questions. Instead, she asked about his story, his struggles, his reasons for never giving up. He spoke honestly, about his mother, about working odd jobs, about wanting to design affordable, eco-friendly vehicles for families like his. By the end, Claire leaned back, thoughtful. You may not have the perfect resume, she said finally, but you have what I can't teach, heart. You're hired. The next months transformed Ethan's life. He threw himself into his work, often staying late to learn and help others. He designed small innovations that improved engine efficiency, saving the company money and reducing emissions. His colleagues began to admire his quiet determination. Claire, watching from a distance, saw in him the same fire she'd once had when she was young and struggling. But not everything was smooth. When the company faced a major crisis, a faulty engine part threatening a massive recall, many pointed fingers. Ethan, being new, became an easy target. His prototype was blamed for the issue, and he was suspended pending investigation. He was devastated. For days, he avoided everyone, even Claire. But she wasn't convinced. She personally reviewed the reports and discovered that Ethan's design had actually prevented a larger failure. It was the supplier's old part that had caused the issue. Without Ethan's innovation, the company would have faced millions in losses. Claire called an emergency meeting, cleared his name publicly, and reinstated him, this time with a promotion. Ethan couldn't believe it. You didn't have to stand up for me, he said quietly after the meeting. Claire smiled. You once gave me warmth when you had nothing. It's my turn to return that kindness. Years passed. Ethan rose through the ranks, eventually leading Donovan Motors' new sustainability division. He introduced affordable electric vehicles for working families, the kind his mother could finally afford. Claire became not just his boss but his mentor, guiding him through the storms of business and life alike. And one evening, as the rain poured outside his office window, Ethan received a message. Meet me at the old bus stop. The night was eerily familiar, the rain, the flickering light, the empty street. Claire stood there, older now but still radiant, smiling through the drizzle. You remember this place? She asked. Ethan nodded, his tailored coat a far cry from the worn jacket he'd once given away. How could I forget? He said softly. She looked at him with quiet pride. You've built something beautiful, Ethan. Never lose the heart that brought you here. Then, in a symbolic gesture, she held out a sleek new jacket, custom-made, embroidered with the company logo. A reminder, she said, that kindness never goes unnoticed. Ethan took it, emotion tightening his throat. You changed my life, he whispered. Claire smiled. No, Ethan, you changed your own life. I just gave you a chance to see it. Years later, when Claire retired, Ethan took her place as CEO. One rainy evening, a young woman stood shivering at that same bus stop, hugging her arms against the cold. Ethan, now in his mid-30s and wearing that same tailored coat, approached her with a familiar smile and said, Here, take my jacket. You'll freeze. The circle had completed itself. And as the bus pulled in through the shimmering rain, Ethan realized something profound. Sometimes, a single act of kindness can rewrite not just one life, but generations to come.